There we go. No mic off. Anyway, hello, everybody. My name is we know the name, but yeah, no shark. And today we hang on. There we go. And then we reacting to the to in undeniably Canon FNAF Freddy's. And I know say I watched it before, but a while back, but it's been like a few years since the game made a video. I probably watched both part one, part two in the same video, but no, see. Anyway, hope you guys like the video. Subscribe or don't, or you can tell what to do here. But yeah, let's get in the video right now. Subtitles on. See if they even work. Yeah, see if they even work at it. If they don't work, then how to turn them off.
But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory.
I want to put this backwards.
Hey, you.
Uh,
You look like you're interested in some FNAF
If
lore.
you imagine
Think of
this
all the
guy, you're like,
speculation.
imagine just this guy, and this random dude just comes out of nowhere, and you're just like, how do you get in my house? Just knowing all that, let's get the freaking video.
Do you want something that's undeniably canon?
What?
Oh. Well,
Too bad.
let's do that.
Tell
I'm
you
telling you
anyway.
anyway.
God damn it. Oh, end of it. Hold on. Hold this thing. Got copyrighted. Got copyrighted this whole time video. Got copyrighted this whole video.
The year was 1983. January, to be exact. Local nobodies Henry Emily and William Afton were walking down the streets of Hurricane, Utah, when suddenly they noticed that not once in their life have they ever caught a glimpse of a yellow grizzly bear. It was then their fates were sealed, and they knew that they must fulfill their
Oh my god, I
destiny.
can't believe it. I can't
Henry
believe
and
that's
William
what
were
they
something of
said.
robotics enthusiasts, so they finally used their
Okay,
untapped
neck.
potential.
Oh,
to
Jesus
create
Christ.
the
Am I having
animatronic
your neck
bear
like that?
imaginable.
Oh, I don't
On
want
their
to.
first
Am I
attempt,
having
they
that
made
so
a
crooked?
decrepit, muddy yellow bear with giant teeth and claws. This
Scary.
wasn't realistic.
Maybe.
William, however,
That's some
remembered
sarcasm
that in the
there.
trunk of his car
I
was
hope.
a cluster of discs that could emit audio frequencies that would fool people into seeing real bears. They slapped those bad boys on this animatronic, and suddenly it took the form of a beautiful golden grizzly, who they then named Ferdinand.
What that word? I can't say the word, but he looks he's a little bit tart. Yeah, I would say those words, not even say the whole thing. Because I'm not trying to get this channel freaking like delete canceled. Yeah, I'm not trying to get canceled.
Were not swayed. That is, until the entire town evacuated at the sight of this golden beast. Turns out, people are scared of loose bears. Who would have thunk it? Of course, this fear wasn't for nothing. Ferdinand was caught dining on a local restaurant owner, and he fled from the crime scene before law enforcement could get to him. William and Henry realized they had been a slight bit overzealous with their first creation. Good thing is, literally nobody knew or cared who they were, so they got away with this scot-free. Later that month, they designed an animatronic simply based on Ferdinand's likeness. This character was quite a downgrade, being both simpler and stupider. This didn't matter to the duo, though, as they loved their creation, and with that, Fredbear was born. At first, they had nowhere to actually put him, so they opted for the dog.
Like, yeah, that's
He was truly
I think the dog. What's working at?
Amazingly, this attempt at entertainment was amusing enough to the citizens of Hurricane that they gave William and Henry enough money to afford a recently vacated diner space. Fredbear was going to be a star. Unfortunately, this animatronic was extremely poorly designed, and their attempts at granting him artificial intelligence quickly turned sour. On February 31st, 1983,
like
his first perforence on stage.
If I can edit, I would just add the kapow in if I could. If I can't, then too bad for me. But if I could, I will. Just add in there as he blows up. That'd be so funny.
To threaten the United States government, and they met
That's
his
illegal,
demands to
by the
strike
way,
February
but yeah.
31st from the calendar forever. After that, they
Yeah, I
set
don't
their
care about
sights
the
on
calendar.
making something with no flaws. But then they made springlock suits. In an
Dangerous
attempt to
thing
both
that
ease
you don't
the
want to be
animatronic's
you don't want to
nerves
be
and not allow
see
them
stuff
their legally required
shafted.
breaks, Henry and
I wouldn't
William
wanna be in
created
that either.
mechanisms that could lock the
I'll probably be a
endoskeleton
pool right
parts to
there.
the inner edges of the suit for a person to climb inside and cover from
Yeah,
character.
just don't breathe on it.
For
Or,
extra safety precautions,
spit.
they created a partner for the new Fredbear 2.0 to ease his nerves.
Yeah.
For some reason, the best name they came up with for Fredbear's partner was Spring Bonnie. William was insistent on this name, and Henry felt
It's
too
called
threatened to
Undeniably
argue
Canon
against it.
video.
Where the safety precautions ended, however, was the fact that the spring locks holding the endoskeleton pieces away from a person's vital organs were made out of paper clips.
Paper clips. Like who even accepted that design choice?
And the lightest sneeze could set them off. Truly brilliant inventors, those two. The dynamic duo had now created a dynamic duo. William was the only one
Voice
who had the
crack.
nerve to actually test the
I
spring-lock
said
suit,
I
and it
said
turned
what?
out
I
he
said
enjoyed
what, and
dancing
my voice
around
just
his
cracked
yellow
there.
rabbit a little
So
too
I'm not even gonna
much.
try.
Henry was unbothered by this, though, as William was still perfectly capable
He's
of handling
happy.
their finances
He'd be more
in
happy when
character.
he's
A few
you
months had
know,
gone by, and Fredbear's Family Diner was an
enlightening
absolute
people.
success. Not only were Fredbear and Spring Bonnie beloved by the now enlightened Mormon population of Utah, William even managed to lock in a deal with a low-budget animation studio in order to make a cartoon called Fredbear and Friends.
The best thing is like it just says there's other thing better than yellow.
The one downside, though,
What
was the
colors is
studio
this?
needed
Yeah, that's what
more
I'm saying.
characters and they refused any more yellow ones. Out of obligation, Leopold, Theodore, Mirabella, and Foxy were created. No, Mirabella's not yellow, she's Xanthophyll. You're just seeing things.
I even have to, actually a color. I'll probably look that up after this video, but who knows?
Surely these blights to
I wouldn't.
everything William and Henry stood for would never see the light of day
Yeah, in this version, I don't know why Foxy is hated. Oh, come on. I see the one button. Hang on.
in any other context.
Let's continue.
William and Henry were at their peak, and William finally regained custody of his children. However, one of his sons,
as
whose
you know,
name
I
has
just
been
watch.
stricken from the record, waltzed into the back room of Fredbear's and saw Fredbear smoking a cigar.
He wants one puff puff, wanna have a puff puff.
Fredbear's blatant nonchalance
He
about his
Butch said, want some?
respiratory health
No
was
content, just no
truly
content in
traumatizing
the
for the child.
want some.
In a panic,
Just
the
want some.
child started to run out the door but accidentally tripped over the foot of Spring Bonnie. Unbeknownst to him, the animatronic was being worn by Harold the janitor, and this collision
If I hear
was enough to
warehouse,
snap
it wouldn't be
open
running if I
flimsy
just hear
spring
warehouse
locks
scream,
and
because
impale
warehouse
Harold
scream is the best
every
thing.
which way.
Or any other
Harold's
scream, maybe
soul,
don't know.
heartbroken by his untimely demise and his boss's backup fursuit,
Janitor.
transformed into pure
A
agony.
janitor of all things.
He gave himself a really cool name, but unfortunately he never learned how to spell, so it came out like this.
You want to try to pronounce that? RWQFSF or I don't know.
Shockingly okay with witnessing this occur,
I have no
Child
idea,
went home
but
and
thank God we
invited
don't have
his
to call
older
him by
brother,
that name.
Michael, to play a game of Uno with him. However,
You
there
ever
was
play
foul
Uno?
play.
Uno
This
did this
child
in the
was actually
70s,
just a
so
terrible
this
human
kind of
being
makes sense
and
here.
slid extra cards into the deck, causing Michael to draw 8 turns in a row.
Look, I will show you. All right, Uno did this in 1971, so they did this for a long time, so it makes sense why the video's up there. Oh yeah, don't mind any of these, just leave it. Anyway, back to the video. Alright, there we go. I don't know why that didn't work out. I messed up, like, what the hell? I didn't notice that. Look at this. Oh no. There'll probably be a thumbnail if I get it. There's gotta be a thumbnail. Just gotta be a thumbnail.
To play a game of Uno with him. However, there was foul play. This child was actually just a terrible human being and slid extra cards into the deck, causing Michael to draw 8 turns in a row. Enraged, Michael
Remember, Uno was since 1971, so they did this for like about 40 years. 40 or 50? Yeah, 50 years. Yeah, 53. Yeah, 53 years to be exact. 53? No, 50. Yeah, 54 years to be exact.
threw on a foxy mask and
A lot of
started
time for
screeching at
this.
the child. The child, annoyed by his behavior, decided to humor Mike until he got bored of doing this and pretended to sob 24/7. Maybe, just maybe, this would guilt trip him.
Foreshadowing.
However, Michael
You're gonna
was
hear me
far
say that
more
all the time
resilient than the child
for this whole
anticipated,
reaction.
and this behavior
For part
kept
1,
going
part 2,
for a
but
whole week.
I really don't know.
The child, craving literally anything else to do with his time, walked
Anything.
into Fredbear's again.
No
in an
context
attempt
in
to
the
face his fears
anything.
Before getting cornered by Trevor the cashier wearing a Fredbear suit. The child saw the reasoning for this, as Trevor was holding a gnat for a mediocre dentist's office in his hand, and so the child deliberately ran into Trevor to set off the spring locks in his suit. Trevor's spirit,
Do I have to send it that, or I mean, it's drawing, so I don't think I'm going to. But I hope I don't have to do it.
Convincing people to join his conga line. The child returned home completely
I didn't even see him.
okay with the fact he just killed a man.
No context in that part, but okay.
Told his Fredbear plushie everything he did. The next day, Michael
Anyway, I thought about that. I had to do something.
and his Uno buddies barged into the child's room to take him to Fredbear's for his birthday. The child was still committing to the crying act, but this was a bad idea as it just made them come up with the idea of shoving him in Fredbear's mouth. So, that's exactly what they did. They mockingly told the child
I love that right there. Just that's exactly what they did.
to give Fredbear a big kiss, which the animatronic took immediate notice of. This was a very dangerous situation for his career, so without thinking, Fredbear clamped down his jaw on the child's skull. This terrified Michael and his friends for about 5 seconds, until the child hopped out of it unscathed. Turns out William and Henry gave the animatronics rubber teeth.
Smart
Great
idea.
safety feature.
If they were done in the actual canon, then that by the time would never
The
happen.
child was livid and threatened to do the job again. Mike didn't really know what this meant, but it sounded scary enough for his buddy
What?
Jeremy Fitzgerald II.
If you can,
to knock
if
the
I can,
child
I don't know what he
unconscious
said
with a
there.
chair. This only
I'm gonna try.
distressed
Don't
Michael
ask me.
more, so he rushed the child to the hospital where he was diagnosed with a mild concussion. When the child awoke, he looked at Michael and told him that he never existed. When Michael asked what that was supposed to
The bad part is gonna be right here. Hang on.
the child
It's gonna be just so funny. You can just read it.
a bit paler.
Right here. White boy inflation. Yep. White boy inflation have skyrockets in 1983. 87, 83.
This was just a very bad day for Michael. When he went to tell William about it, William had no clue what he meant by little brother. He told Mike to stop making up stories, trash that disrespectful mask, and take up engineering. This sounded good enough for him, so that's what he did. But, turns out, the employees at Fredbear's called the police because Harold and Trevor's bodies were just laying on the floor.
And no freaking tried to do anything about it.
And nobody cared to do anything about it until
Yeah, that's what I said.
So, the restaurant was shut down, and the news media blamed it on the bite of 83 in order to abruptly...
Let me read this real quick to get episodes off. Local bear animatronic Fredbear had been accused of taking a slight nibble, may perhaps even a trump. Local child was you remember their name? Sources said child. It sure says the child, but the child were related to the Downers Court where they mounted by he denied any claim of the child existence. This is that's funny. Regardless, it is a. I'm not even going to read that. It's clear that Fredbear is not to be trusted, and what we buy next? Like pizza? That's the the whole. I'm not doing that. I want to try my kid with him, and I'm a married college intern. There's more. And also the folks here, the good folks here at Hurricane Screamer, that's a word, have been by the police. Execute Fredbear. The Tuesday, they will be there. And if my neighbor Susie's reading this, please bring some of your Liz Mellow meatloaf yellow. Yeah, I don't know what else on there. It says, and then it just said questions here. It just said the names of them. Question mark. Yeah. The hell. Okay.
The end Fredbear's career.
I couldn't read the bottom because
they were just
blocked.
Jealous. William and Henry were back to square one. Because of the abundant controversy and investigations, they laid low for a couple of years. But in 1985, they finally opened a new location. With the amount of money they had earned from Fredbear's, they were luckily capable of buying out a new restaurant space with ease.
Achievement get. Remodel and hope you do it to a slightly less bad pizzeria. Okay.
Unfortunately, Fredbear was publicly executed 2 years prior.
If you read that freaking newspaper article, it literally says David bribed to just execute his
William
ass.
and Henry did the unthinkable. They made animatronics of the cartoon characters they had made out of reluctant necessity.
Of course, everyone hated it.
Immediate decision.
Of course, everyone hated it.
As he was actually a bear. He wasn't golden, but he would do. But that name didn't exactly resonate with the public, so after 5 seconds of brainstorming, they renamed him Freddy Fazbear. The initial plan was for him to be partnered with Spring Bonnie, but William refused to work.
I know in the obvious racism there.
Golden, so Henry opted to
let's just ignore that racism.
Simply Bonnie, and that worked well enough. However, making these two characters so derivative of their superior counterparts worried Henry and William, as the public could possibly see through their ruse. So, they added another character to the band to distract people, Mirabella. Given the fact that she didn't have overtly feminine characteristics, though, Henry and William renamed her Chica to make sure any Spanish speakers knew she was a girl. There was one cartoon character they could use, being Foxy the Pirate. This was a gimmick that the Fredbear and Friends show added to drive up ratings.
He looks pissed.
Henry was fine with the concept, but William hated it. For the time being, the partners settled on shoving him in the corner of the building, far away from the three they actually tolerated. After opening the location, however, the two quickly realized that children didn't actually care about the three stage performers. Something about
I wouldn't.
being
I wouldn't.
As more and more children flocked around Foxy's pirate
I just realized something. Would there ever be a shark character? Like, no, I'm actually genuine there.
cove, William immediately ran up and kicked the poor animatronic
A shark
in the
shark
kneecaps.
character.
This put him out of order for the time
I think
being.
I just got an
William tore
idea.
him up after closing
Yeah, I knew
to
it. That's an
ensure
idea
it would stay
I'm
down.
gonna steal.
Somehow this
But we're not
didn't
gonna talk about
scare
that just
anyone
yet,
away,
though. I'll probably
and everyone
think
just
about that.
immediately piled back over
He
to
said-
watch Freddy sing about bullfighting.
Oh,
Henry
boy.
and William were truly living the life. They lost their beloved golden animals, sure,
Eh.
but they were still happy. That is, until one fateful day.
And yeah, another canon. William Afton didn't do the show. And it was about $5 freaking. Yeah, $5. Yeah, $5. Imagine that. Imagine you owe someone $5 and they just killed your child. That's unfortunate. I just said there.
Hey, can I borrow $5? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's not like that's gonna go wrong anytime soon.
Well, not actually this specific day.
Foreshadowing.
It was 2 days after this that things fell to pieces. William, after a long day of work, was extremely hungry. You may be wondering why he didn't just eat dinner
I
at
wouldn't eat
Freddy's,
that
but
shit,
truth be
that
told,
crap either.
he hated the pizza there.
That
They
would
blew
we-
all their
can't say
budget
that
on
word?
good tablecloths.
You know the word?
So,
S
instead, he
E
opted
H
to drive down to a
I
local
T. That word?
rundown
Yeah,
Carl's
I don't know.
Jr. on that fateful, rainy Tuesday night.
And this is where crap the
Hello,
Wha-
I'd like
that's
an
where
original
it's-
Angus
that's where it's the
burger
fan.
and a large Coca-Cola.
That'll be $5, please.
This was the moment that William Afton snapped.
and this is why you should not give someone for your $5 because you might go crazy and just kill or unalive a lot 5 children.
Where are my $5?
By unalive I mean by just staring at them and
dollars?
they just die.
In a fit of rage, William sped 1 mile over the speed limit and pulled up at Freddy's to enact revenge on Henry. However, by pure chance, Henry's daughter Charlie was locked out of the building. William, attempting to help
Let's
her back
say.
in, looked at her in the eyes trying to explain his plight. However, with the rage in his heart at that very moment, his mere stare was
Cardiac
enough
arrest.
sentence. Charlie flopped over immediately.
Which is kind of weird. That I don't know what killed her, but it probably was cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest, which is I don't know why Charlie can get that.
From this. William, panicking over this murder, threw her in the alley next to the restaurant and drove off before anyone could see what had happened. After this, the restaurant security puppet, designed to keep track of the children assigned to it, walked out of the building to find Charlie. When it got to her body, her soul grew an attachment to the character, and she stuck around in hopes a new body would be made so she could fuse with it. You'd expect for this to be the end, but this sudden
I mean, as far as Freddy's, nothing ends.
realization of his true power gave William an idea.
Awaken your
Oh,
kids.
come on. And we're back. Anyway, back to the video. I had sorry for the interruption, and I played. I hate ads.
With his instantaneous death stare, he could quickly and quietly send a horrible message to Henry. He circled back around to Freddy's and made a beeline toward the safe room that contained the retired.
This is
spring
why you
lock
should not get
suits.
someone $5.
He quickly equipped
Because
his
they might
spring
go
bodysuit
crazy
darted
and
around the
unalive a lot of
restaurant,
people.
telling kids that their
Five to
dead
be
dogs were
exact.
alive in the safe room with Old Man Jenkins.
What?
None of them actually had dogs, but they all assumed that they'd managed to get a free one anyway. Of course, they realized very quickly that they were conned.
Yeah, I mean, if you see a random dude in a bunny suit walking up to you and saying your dog is in the back, would you even accept that? I wouldn't, because that would just be weird.
William waltzed into the safe room with 5 total children inside, but before he could do anything,
Yeah,
the
'cause-
child named Cassidy kicked him in the shins
Yeah,
so
that's why I
hard
said
it knocked
$5.
the pink out of him. Luckily, he duct taped the spring locks to
You've
the
seen-
edges of his
it's the
suit
meme,
so
nope.
they couldn't go off. But he was still made livid by this attempt on his life, so he stared down each one and took
Drink
them
your
out.
rest.
William wondered if perhaps he had gone overboard with his evil deeds, but figured that 5 children for $5 was a reasonable trade-off. As a disclaimer to all of you at home,
This is the most fun. I don't know why this is even here. Like we know that you're not supposed to kill any. I mean, you're not supposed to kill someone with
murder
$5.
is bad. Meanwhile,
That's
a
just
drunk
dumb.
man named Dave Miller had just been turned away from juniors and drove home. He was a terrible father and insisted on invading his son's privacy for the heinous act of the boy locking his door. The boy, whose name was Andrew,
I
broke
can
his
just hear
window
FBI
and left the
open up.
house. Turns out, Trevor the cashier, at this point dubbing himself Shadow Freddy, convinced Andrew to participate in his conga line to Freddy's. Unfortunately, Shadow Freddy's favorite spot to wrap up his conga lines was the safe room, and the two just so happened to come in as William finished stuffing 4 of the children into the animatronic suits. William, surprised by his sudden extra child, accidentally gave him the death stare, and now he was left with an extra body to stuff. And to make things more inconvenient,
What's
there
no
weren't
good
any
death
more
stare? He just
characters
stares
to
at you
pick
with his
from.
big
This,
ass
however,
eyes.
is when he realized that he could just stuff both Cassidy and Andrew into the Fredbear suit. William knew nobody actually wore the thing, so he was certain
No
it would go
one wore the.
completely unnoticed.
No one wore the
After this,
thing.
he left the building like nothing happened.
No
and
context
drove
on that
home
part.
to sleep in his safe and comfy spring bonnie pajama suit. It was getting to be an obsession.
Eh.
After this point, Henry was very obviously devastated. However, he had no idea who actually did it. The cameras were broken, and the only accusations were that someone did it while in.
Read this. Something purple. Something purple. Who the hell is Andrew? Oh, we got it. Yeah, never mind. Conga line at the point. Apparently, I could just imagine him like doing that, just like sighing and shit. And stuff. Yeah.
In a mascot costume. Police promptly arrested a man from a completely unrelated
Eh.
pizzeria. Fortunately, Freddy's didn't get
Yes,
shut
we're
down.
open. Please don't ask about Mr. Children. We don't know anything, so I was asking. He didn't even say please. It just does plea.
And Henry attempted to keep things going for a while. William had sent him a letter saying he was off on vacation for the time being, so Henry was left to handle finances on his lonesome. People rapidly started losing interest at Freddy's. The animatronic smelled horrible, and everyone finally noticed just how bad the pizza tasted.
I won't want to take the pizza either.
By year's end, the restaurant shut down. Henry decided to take a break from it all, and when William returned from vacation,
I can't read it. But I bet he planned it the whole time. He went on vacation just so he can close down. That's kind of smart of him.
He could seize this opportunity and make a pizzeria with complete creative control. His daughter, Elizabeth, served as the perfect muse, and he proceeded to make an animatronic that looked nothing like her. He named it Circus Baby. Don't ask why, it's not elaborated on. However, after telling Elizabeth all about this animatronic, he suddenly got the idea to use Baby for a different purpose than simple entertainment. William had recently noticed the animatronics from the closed Freddy's location acting strange.
And here comes the worst name to ever come out of Final Freddy's. The only thing I said. Nothing else really matters here.
And upon further investigation, he discovered a substance that he called remnant. His new idea entailed having Baby and
the worst thing to ever come out of Final Freddy's. I would that crap was not canon. This one made this crap more better. Oh, come on.
Work together.
Go back.
His new idea entailed having Baby and a new set of animatronics themed after her work together in order to collect more remnant from children. So, he made Funtime Freddy and Bon Bon for easy marketing appeal. Then, he finally remade Foxy in his own vision, stripping all of that filthy pirate gimmick from him and making him a lovely coat of white and pink. Funtime Foxy was superior in every way, and his lack of originality meant that nobody would prefer her over the characters William actually wanted people to like. Finally, William made a character named Ballora. This one wasn't made for murder purposes so much as it was made out of contempt. For who? His ex-wife, Eleanor Schmidt. He craved to make an animatronic that was better at ballet than her. She was an accountant, so this was easy. However, upon coming to William's house to pick up Elizabeth for a week, Eleanor saw what he was building. Angered by the fact that this character was better at ballet,
I'll be mad. I wouldn't want to be with her either. I wouldn't want to be with the same her either. He also he bangs that thing. Yeah. Thank you. Perfect for that line.
Her, a woman who never once thought about it until right then, she fused with Ballora in a fit of rage, and now William was stuck with a robot wife that danced around his workshop every day. But no matter. William secured a building to open this brand new sister location.
Master design. Best design.
Named Circus Baby's Pizza World, and progress was going smoothly. He had some test runs of the pizzeria, and let some groups of people come there early for birthday parties. But this plan quickly turned sour as Elizabeth joined a party and ignored his specific demands not to see Baby.
Whoops. You just hear him say whoops.
To William's surprise, children don't listen to you if you say not to play with something they want.
Yeah, that's kind of true. That's kind of true.
As a result, Baby's murder equipment activated as soon as Elizabeth was alone with her. William instantly shut down development on the restaurant. He was very distraught over this, which maybe he should have considered before trying to murder more children. Despite the local population being completely confused by this sudden turn of events,
he's like, you had gas leaks. Like, yeah, it was gas leaks. But no, we all know the actual reason.
William blamed it on gas leaks, and never
with the Bureau of President to claim they had gas leaks.
Spoke of it, and instead went back to Henry for them to start work on a new Freddy's location. For a while, they planned on just fixing up the old animatronics from the previous location and scrubbing them down to fix the odor problem. However, William caught sight of Foxy and formed a new idea in his head out of pure hatred.
Yeah, Mangle.
He told Henry,
or as Someone once told me this, or another thing it's called a female Foxy. I want if you wonder who gave me that freaking idea, that name, it was a friend.
His
So I
idea
don't
for the
even
new
mind that.
design philosophy of the animatronics he had in mind. He introduced a newfangled plastic finish, flashy makeup, and to top it all off, William unleashed his newfound obsession with prefixes and dubbed them toy animatronics. In order to further justify this decision, he also proposed
Not thumbnail choice.
bringing back the security puppet character as just a normal marionette, and finally created the hero of this universe, Balloon
Told
Boy.
you.
Getting all of that out of the way, William went straight to explaining to Henry why
Yeah, Toy Foxy or female Foxy, as is another thing called. But I don't really want to go on that because as someone said, is that one of the non-binary characters?
Foxy
And
needed
yes, they
to
are.
be white and pink.
Pecco's got scary.
God damn it!